The waste and its impact on the environment and livelihood in Ghana, organized by Ghana Association of Agricultural Economists (GAAE) Southern Zone at University of Ghana on Wednesday 22nd December 2021. Speaking at the dialogue series was Professor Irene Susanna.
And get our graduates out to do all kinds of things. And as the chairperson said, we instituted a dialogue series last year when the corona broke and we couldn't organize 2020 conference. So actually, Chair, this is our third dialogue series and we used to have it online. We've done one on digitalization, we've done one on food systems, but this is the fourth. When this year, when we had the food systems dialogue, the UN was having a forum. We also organized one. So for our end of year, I think because the executive changed hands, I used to be the vice president programs, and I handed over to Dr. Ochre. So Dr. Ochre decided to look around and get some issues of relevance, especially which is broader than food. So he went into the environment and then we thought about it because we are also having a planning committee for the southern zone. So we discussed and said that let us align with e-waste and livelihood, especially in urban Accra. I believe that is why we at agriculture are aligning with environment and aligning with livelihood and aligning e-waste. So you are welcome to the University of Ghana. You are welcome to the College of Basic and Applied Sciences.
Upgrade of this material. Now let's go to the first slide. As I said, if I should relate with Prof now, where his first lap PC. Prof, I hope you remember this PC. Where his first PC is, Prof will not be able to tell us where it is. I believe that he has changed PCs more than 3, more than 4 times to date. And we have seen this electronic materials evolving with time. It has been changing with time. We all did it. Some of us have not even seen floppy disks now. We all started from here. We've moved from here. We've moved from here.
No,
it's a touch screen, eh?
Yes.
Okay. We can turn the head and remove the head, and the laptop will still work. And we are all eager to change this machines that we have for the latest. I believe if I should offer you iPhone 13, S21, all of you will change your phones now. Now we have even moved to the stage that when we go to the market to buy things for our kids, we want the shoe that will put on light. Oh? Yes. And all these are electronics. We've moved from even the point that even the shirts that we put on, the t-shirt, is what? Electronics. Yeah. And I believe we can all relate with that. So we've seen this revolution in electronic age. We've seen things changing at a faster rate. When we were studying I was studying with him in Germany, the latest Samsung Galaxy was S3, S4. Now we are 4 years afterwards, or 5 years after we finished school, we are now at S21. So we've seen that things are changing consistently. And these things that are changing is supposed to meet our human needs. Our quest that we need certain things that will aid our lifestyle. So we have seen this consistent change at electrical electronic equipment. When you hear me say UEE, then I'm talking about used electrical electronic equipment. And then when you see WE or e-waste, I'm talking about electronic equipment. Or e-waste is what? Electronic waste. So when you hear all those things, now there are different definitions that I've come across. Some have even given definitions that once you, the user or the consumer, you no longer have desire for the item and you give it to another person, it is described as what? Waste. So if today I decide that I don't want this,
According to the project team leader for e-waste, Dr. Vicent Nartey said that waste has become a resource than a trash on the implementation of the recycling in Ghana, and Ghana Association of Agricultural Economists (GAAE) has brought an initiative to train all students towards the e-waste business in order to minimize the issue of unemployment in Ghana.
its implications on livelihood and then on the environment. Over the years, we have been an importer, a net importer of most of electronic products. As I mentioned, about 10% to 20% of our materials that we import in already arrive as waste. And there is a need to find ways that we can environmentally handle the waste that comes out of it. Because this waste that we are talking about contains some value and contains some hazard. It is about time that we find the blend to harness the value that is in it and then dispose of the hazard that is also in it in an environmentally friendly manner. We've seen the issues with agribushi. Now we've moved the people from agribushi, but we are also looking forward that we don't repeat what happened in agribushi at other areas that the scrapdealers will find themselves. And that is why I also mentioned that the project intervention is put in this mechanism that will prevent some of these unfortunate sins or unfortunate activities that happen in agriculture itself. Yeah, and I indicated that where these activities happen are same areas where we have a lot of urban agriculture also taking place. The release of this pollution will always find a place to settle. If it doesn't settle on our skin, it will settle on our food. In one way or the other, we either take it in. We either take it in through inhaling this material, or we take it through our body content, or we take it in through the food that we take. So in one way or the other, as much as we want to look at this issue and deal with it, the impact on agriculture is clear. We will eat some of this pollution through the food. Find a way to balance the value that we are looking for and the hazard that we want to dispose of. E-waste, as we have mentioned, contains very valuable aspects. At times, if you look at it, if you want to go on ground and dig for a ton of gold, it is better gotten from maybe the mobile phones or the computers that we recycle. We don't dig a lot of grounds, we reduce the impact on climate change, and then we're able to recycle this item from the same materials that would have gone waste. In the age that we are looking at more circular economy, this is a better circular economy than just throwing them away and not getting the resources back. Waste has become much more of a resource than a trash. So we should look at waste in these terms and look at the impact on this than just finding a place to dump our trash. That there is an opportunity. As I've shared in the presentation, you could see that people are also getting something out of the project that we are doing. And I believe that the students are not prevented in any way in making or in harnessing some of the opportunities that the project will also have, or the whole management of e-waste will have for the students. I mentioned that students can decide to set up collection centers at their backyard, collect these materials and submit it to a collection center. That is also a business opportunity. Instead of just looking for that colored work or colored job to do, is it not possible that as a student or as a whole, you can set up a collection center, and any student who have materials that have come to its end of life can even give it out. So these are opportunities that I believe that students can take opportunity of. Research opportunity also exists for students who want to take it up and then maybe go further and look at the research. EPA made us aware that the fund also contains some research components. So if students want to assess, or if the department or the university wants to assess some of these components, I think they are open to it. And we have also offered that we might want to take people on for internship and then maybe learn also from what we are doing.
Also speaking at the event was Environmental Protection Agency. Mr. Felix Mote stated that they have done a lot of sensitization towards described dealers as an agency and also to work with all the development partners of GAAE to galvanize the sector by doing their businesses livelihood without destroying the environment.
Sustainable recycling of e-waste. And this fee is supposed to be lodged into a fund. And in the act stipulates the disbursement of the fund and electronic equipment when they get to the end of life, from household, from businesses, from institutions like University of Ghana, and 40% of the fund is supposed to also be used to do what do you call it, recycling of e-waste. And today we're talking about research. There is a percentage in the act also for research. Currently, the eco levy, the recycling fee, is being collected at the ports, and the fund also, the fund manager has been appointed to do the disbursement of the what do we call it, fund. And from the presentation, the project is supposed to pilot the act, the national framework. So currently, when the project gets to its end of life, the national system will take it up and upscale it in the whole country. And we've done a number of sensitization with the scrap dealers, the informal sector as an agency. And currently we are working with our development partners to also see how we can formalize the sector. And in the near future,
Okay, so the alumni pass.
regulated by the agency, and everyone will be doing business, gaining their livelihood without destroying the environment.
Where is that?